How you doing, folks? I thought I'd give you a quick update on the layout in this channel. This morning, as of I think it's the 15th today, hit 9,000 subscribers. Amazing, absolutely phenomenal. Thank you very much, brilliant. I've not done a great deal of work. I'm just mainly detailing work we'll maybe see over the next wee bit, but I thought I'd just give you a quick video just to show that I've not doing anything. But yeah, I've got a show at the end of the month. I've been getting ready for with my layout. I've just been adding a little bit, a few scenics in here and there. So I'll take you in and show you what I'm doing. So this is a Iron City beer, obviously. So this side in here has got a little bit more greener. Ignore the mark on the wall at the side. It's going to get covered with trees, but I've had a few lower level bushes. There's some higher stuff still to go in. So it's looking good. I'm quite pleased with it. A couple of kegs that are lying about, and there's more foliage, and there'll be stuff hanging over the wall at the back a wee bit, but I'm really pleased with that, how that's coming on. It's probably no prototypical from flowers and different stuff like that on the layout, but I think it breaks up a little bit. I've got to merge a few bits in. A few bits are a bit sparse, especially down this edge, just along the edge here. Once I get a few more bits in there and different sizes of bushes and things like that, I think that's going to look quite good. I got the packaging for the Iron City beer that got sent over, all cut up and worked up. So I've used it on the valance up here, as you can see, and along here as well. I've used it a couple of other bits along here. And then there's a couple of bits of packaging just on the sides of the buildings and different things. So that's really pleased with that. That's good. Yeah, there's a lot of work to happen down at this end. I'm going to put like a loading bay for trucks in this bit, and this is actually going to be a road entrance in just at this point here going in. There's going to be a hillside here where like probably a bit of rock and stuff like that, and that kind of like what I've started to put in at the far side kind of there just now. So that's got to be done. I've decided to go with a wee bit of break up a bit of colour, so there's a lot of purple heather on the layout and a lot of other wee bits and pieces, so hopefully that'll just break it up a little bit, and it's something I like doing. It adds a wee bit to it. So maybe I put some flower beds in, some different bits and pieces in, as they do in modern places, to try and make it look nicer for the people that work in there. I've got the lighting in installed. Only done a couple of floors in that building in there. It's come out okay. As you see a little bit of the detail on the people inside, which is cool. I've got a lighting up that Iron City beer sign up there. It's too white, but I'll fix that. Also built some scenic detailing generator there, which is good. So that's all wired in. So I've got to really finish the scenics around the floor there. There's a joint between the wall and the concrete, and I need to sweeten that in a little bit, and I need to get a load of rubbish and things to lie in there. And obviously this big brown patch is just the dirt just now. There's got to be a lot of rubbish and weeds and stuff and things dumped in that area in there. And it's going to transition into like a car park loading bay over this side with some access out. I got the ballast down at the back end over the bridge. The bridge is in, and I got some low relief walls in. Just scenic kind of breaks. They're just in there. There's no ballast obviously going across the top. I'm thinking of putting a big gas tank up there, but I'll wait and see. My plan was just to cover it with bushes and trees, so that as you come round from the Y at the other side into the branch, so your kind of vision's obscured, you're just going to see the train every now and again. It's going to almost make it look like that city's off in the distance. Got some of the walling in at the front here, and then a little bit of the rock face and the walling down into the tunnel. And I've got it ballasted. There's a lot more. I ran out of brown ballast, so that's why it's kind of stopped there as it is. And then I've just grayed up the rocks and put a wash over the top of them, so they need ducked up a bit and further detailed. And obviously once I get loads of bushes and crap and things like that all over there, then that'll soften that up a wee bit, make it a little bit easier. And obviously when I fill this hole in here, but there's a few things I need to do round about there, and I'm using that bit of wood there as support for me managing to lean all the way over to the back just now, so I can't really close that up. I've added a little bits and pieces in up here as I come up to armour packaging. Again, there's just a couple of bushes, little bits of colour in different places. Sorry for zooming you about. Just a little bit of colour, just to break it up a little bit. That's all it's got to do, and the lighting's on and armour packaging as well, so happy with that. It worked. I'm going to talk about my wiring, that's a different thing, and I got a chance to run some train, so hopefully I'll stick a wee run of the train either at the start or the beginning of this. So that's what I've really been doing here, just really adding stuff there, and it's just slowly progressing as I'm going along. I've still not plucked up the courage to start building the petroleum refinery kit that's got to go down the bottom where all my glues and stuff is, but I need to start that sooner rather than later. I'll probably start it when I come back from Preston show. Just now I've got a couple of wee bits and pieces with my my layout that's going to the exhibition layout, which is Lewis Lake. I've got a couple of few bits and pieces which I'll take you around and show you that. Probably should have stopped this and then started again, but hey ho, you get to see the mess of the hut. So there's one of the boards, I'm just sitting just down there. Hopefully you're able to see that one. It's lying on its side, and then I've been adding the water. Mainly adding the water into this board here. So it's, the water effect looks really cool. It's like a resin. You can see my finger, which is the ideal. It's like a resin effect, so that's really pleased with that. The boat's in and never moving now. And then back to the floor idea, I've added a few in here. Man's on his day of retirement, so he's packing his stuff up and he's heading out. And I've added a couple of wee bits and pieces. There's a lot more stuff to be added around here. And then I've added the same at the back there. I've added just a kind of splashy colour at some different points just to hopefully break it up a wee bit. But all in all, very pleased with it. So I'll leave you to it. Hopefully I'll have some videos and put some videos up at the Preston show with my exhibition layout running, and then the other layouts that I find quite interesting there, and then hopefully I manage to pick up a few bits and pieces. In the meantime, like and subscribe it, it's always very welcome. Comments are obviously welcome, and take it easy. Thanks for your time. Bye bye.